What's up, everybody, and welcome on back to another episode of the long-term ultra realism MLB The Show sim that we're on. Going into year three, I may or may not have had to do the off season all over again for the third time because it didn't save. Now, hopefully, we're good to rock and roll. So here's the squad we're rocking with, that everyone's going with going into year three. We're taking a look at our team. Starting pitching is looking like Hunter Brown, Shane Bieber, Sandy Alcantara on a rental 1 year from the trade. He's had three straight, or I guess 4 years where he's played 3 out of the 4 seasons, have missed all of 2024 due to injury. He's just played very okay. 2022, he was amazing, won the Cy Young. Since then, though, he's been struggling. Hasn't been exactly a great player, but he hasn't been bad either. He's been a very serviceable piece for Miami. I think you get him over here, and we're going to fix him his age 31 season. Javier still in his 20s at 29. Had a very, mid-year last year. Year one, though, he was great. Huge comeback season for him. And then Blanco. Ronel Blanco is going to be that number 5. He had a great year last year. 33 starts, 2.6 ERA. That's 2 out of the last 3 seasons where he's had an ERA well below 3. He was really good all around last year, but had his fair share of struggles in year one of this save, though he was still solid for us. JP France is Spencer Getty and Brandon Walter going out of AAA. For now, Hayden Wesneski is going to be the guy up. That's right, he makes the team year 3. First 2 seasons, he's been pretty god-awful for us, but he's always amazing in AAA. He had a great spring, so we're hoping he can finally take that step up and be a good player. We bring in Brusdar Graterol to be a setup man for us. Brian King is back. He's been amazing all 3 years here. 30 holds, sub 2.5 ERA. He's going to make a lot of money. Not soon. We have him on contract basically for the rest of his career. Then Miguel Castro, you bring him back. He's had back-to-back very nice seasons. We signed him on a 1-year deal. You bring in Carl Edwards. He is a main staple of this save with that high hits per 9, high clutch. We always bring him in at some point during these series. He didn't play in 2025, but last year with the Guardians, he was amazing. 81 1/3 innings, 5 holds, 2.55 ERA, and put up 1 WAR. We're going to try and squeeze a little more out of the String Bean Slinger, former World Series champion. Just one more time before he calls it quits. Jose Ferrer, we trade for him. He had an amazing year, 40 saves a year ago with Washington. Another guy with that super high home runs per 9, limits the long ball very well. Walks a lot of guys. Didn't walk as many last year as he did year 1. But both those seasons he's gotten a little lucky and had a very nice ERA despite the low FIP. Bennett Sousa makes the team. He has not been particularly good for us either of these first 2 seasons. I honestly should have kept Luis Trevino and not Sousa, but we'll make that change if we need to. We did bring back Aroldis Chapman as well. He's not going to make the roster. He's a minor league piece. At age 39, regression has hit him pretty hard. Even though he was still striking out a ton of guys last year, and he had 12 holds for us, he walked everybody. 38 walks, 39 hits, and 38 innings. That's 2 whip. That's horrible. Though he was a 2025 All-Star. Congrats to him. 43 saves that season. Josh Hader is going to be closing things out for us. Back-to-back years with 39 saves for him. Got injured midway for a little bit in last season. But he did have a solid enough year. Hasn't been great as an Astro thus far. But we're hoping here at age 32 he will live up to his full potential. Shea Langoliers is going to be our backup catcher. Through 5 years at the big league level, Langoliers has a 664 OPS. He's hit for over 20 home runs twice in his career, though last year was a disaster for him offensively and defensively. He was a -1 win player. Not last year, year 1. Yeah, he has not hit for much power recently, but back in 2024, he was a very solid piece for Oakland, or I guess just Sacramento. But however, these Athletics have been pretty bad, and he has been pretty bad as well. Yainer hasn't quite lived up to the hype. We're moving George Springer over to first base. That's right. We brought him back for sentimental reasons, 3.3 million. And I mean, how could you not? Like in the 7 games he played with us last year, he hit 3 home runs, OPS so high. Like he was back. The Springer Dinger was back in Houston. And then we decided to bring him back, age 37. I mean, you look at his career stats, he's going on 300 career homers. I think he'll get that. But we are going to put him at first base. He's big enough to play there, 6'3", 220, big fella. And I think he's going to adapt to the position quite nicely. We also got Davison De Los Santos back in the Christian Walker, Sandy Alcantara swap. Jose Altuve is back. He's going to be the full-time DH because he cannot field to save his life. Isaac Paredes is back. Gold Glover last year. He's going to play both third and second for us this year. And then Miguel Andujar comes in. Last year with Arizona, he had a pretty nice season. Earns himself a decent enough little contract. He's not good defensively, though. We'll have him at first base mostly for all of his reps this year. Pena. We also trade for Nazim Nunez from the Nationals, who had a disaster year last year, similar to Langoliers. Great potential, horrible player. In 205 games, he's got a 546 OPS and a -1 WAR despite playing great defense. He's been horrible at the big league level, but he's still just 26. And I think there's a chance we can get something out of him after the change of scenery. He makes the roster opening day over Vaughn Grissom, who had a bad spring, was bad with us last year. I'm starting to give up on this guy. We've seen since 2022 now, he showed a lot of promise in the beginning. But now, since 2022, in the time that we've seen Vaughn Grissom, we've gotten 138 games and a 641 OPS, -1 almost WAR out of him. Just doesn't look like a big league player, even though he was once a top prospect. Jordan's back. Trammell is back. Myers is back. We have this draft pick, round 5, Kevin Hayashi, who's weirdly ready for the big leagues. Pache goes down despite, putting up some nice numbers in limited ABs last year. He had a rough spring. Pedro makes the roster, 107 games with us over this save. He's been a very nice player. And then Cam Smith, of course, has turned into a superstar. For other teams around the league, not going to go through every player because I kind of already did when I thought the last offseason was over. But just going to kind of scroll through, highlight some things like Skubal is still on the Braves in this universe. Signs with the Braves for an insane deal. Mets are very good. They're going to make a push for the World Series, as are the Phillies with Jarren Duran and Dalton Varsho. The Nationals are awful aside from these two guys. Mackenzie Gore is going to get dealt at the deadline. James Wood is their golden boy, but that's about it. They do sign Jojo Romero, the reigning reliever of the year, spend a little bit of money. Garrett Crochet was on a record-breaking deal. He stays with the Cubs. Ellie is here. The Reds, I think, are still the only team with 299 overalls on their squad. I forgot Freddie Peralta screwed his career by going to the Rockies. Yeah, Will Smith's a 98, so the Dodgers don't have 299s. I think for the second straight year, the Reds are the only team with multiple 99 overall players, which is just crazy that that's a thing. The Reds are the reigning World Series champs. They beat the Mariners in last year's World Series. They almost got better. You got Trent Grisham coming back. Guys like Nick Lodolo. Andrew Abbott was a great pitcher last year for them. He's going to make bank when he hits the market in a few years. And then Hunter Green, talk about making bank when he hits the market. This guy has been insane. How did he not win the Cy Young this year? Well, it's because of a certain other pitcher that barely beat him out. But my goodness, these last 3 seasons, Hunter Green has been elite. Great strikeout pitcher. Boy, he's a dog. And then Ellie De La Cruz, same thing. Hank Aaron Award in 2025, where he went nuts. Last year, he was equally great as well. We're going to play opening day. We're up against the Angels. Hunter Brown getting the... Oh, shoot. I forgot to fix our lineups. Who comes in against lefty? Pedro? Yeah, Pedro at second makes sense. Or actually, no, Pedro at third. Isak at second. Pedro can... Yeah, because Pedro can't play second. Isak's going to be the full-time second baseman. All right, we're playing opening day, playing the full game here against the Angels. I am going to say, like, we rebranded to the Sunrise uniforms as our primary uniforms. I know it won't show on the screen, but that's going to be what we wear in-game sometimes. I'm not going to say a rebrand, but we're going to wear those classic uniforms quite a bit more, and that includes today on opening day. In Angel Stadium, they'll wear that. We'll wear this. Boom, quick counts on. Boom. Hunter Brown going to get the go. And we are up against the lefty Chris Sale, so Springer and Trammell will not be in the lineup today. It'll be Pena, Altuve, Smith, Alvarez, Paredes, Myers, Diaz, Andujar making his Astro debut, and then the ninth hitter, Pedro Leon. So here comes Houston up against the Los Angeles Angels. Opening day festivities have begun. Jeremy Pena entering a contract season. We're not going to bring him back unless he's generational good. He's been a disappointment ever since that 2022 World Series MVP award-winning season. Heading to the action, veteran Chris Sale, who signed a 1-year deal with the Angels, is still rock and rolling. He'll face Pena. Pena flips this one up the middle for a base hit. Third pitch of the season for Chris Sale. He already gives up a hit. Pena is now aboard. With nobody out, he's 1 for 1. Here's Jose Altuve. The 36-year-old, or maybe 37 even, Pena's in with the stolen base as he swipes second. Altuve digs in. He is pretty old, but he still has a lot left in the tank. The little engine that could. DHing for Houston today. Fouls away the slider. As I have not played MLB The Show in a while, so bear with me if I'm rusty. Yeah, I'm going to be bad. Okay. Altuve swings through that one. He's down on strikes. Here comes Cam Smith, who won the batting title in the American League last year. Smith fouls it away. He's just late on a slider. It's now 1-2. Sale already with a strikeout. Pena on second. Smith swings and misses at the slider. 2 Ks now for Chris Sale. As Smith goes down swinging, it'll bring up the first lefty in the lineup, Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez with a swing and a drive into center field. Back, nearing the track is the center fielder, Jorge Mateo, I believe that is. He'll put it away. Xavier Edwards digs in. All right, so we get out of the inning. Here comes Isak Paredes, the 5th hitter. Playing second base today. Former Gold Glove All-Star winner. Acquired as part of the Kyle Tucker trade. Paredes gives this one a ride into center field. Mateo back on it. He'll make the catch. Mateo last year played for the Nationals. Or no, sorry, that's not Jorge Mateo. That's the other guy. Lugo. out in center field. Good take there from Myers. Sale is spamming this slider right now. And he's gotten a mostly positive results. There's a strike right down the middle to Jake Myers, who left the bat on his shoulder. Now he swings through that stupid slider, way out ahead of it. Myers down on strikes. It's the third strikeout of the day for Sale, as he's just an inning and 2/3 through. Here's Yiner. Good take by Diaz, 96 up and away against the veteran. Cy Young Award winner. Swing and a miss. The slider is getting a ton of whiffs right now. Sale is just dealing. And there, the sinker. First time he's thrown that today. And it rings up Yiner Diaz for a 4th strikeout of the day. Chris Sale is dealing right now. Hunter Brown also. And here comes the new Astro, Miguel Andujar. After a year with the Diamondbacks, Andujar comes over to Houston. He'll be our starting first baseman against left-handed pitching. And he pokes this one into center. Will it be a hit? Yes, it will. Miguel Andujar is on board, former Rookie of the Year finalist. 9 years ago with the New York Yankees. As he poked this one just through. He's now aboard on first. Here's Pedro. Good take for Pedro Leon. Again, over just about 100 games added up between the last 2 years for Pedro, and he's been very good, especially 2 years ago in 2025. 3-1 is the count. Leon rips this one into right field, sending the right fielder, I believe that's Joe Adele, back. They'll make the grab. I suppose Mateo and what is going on? I think Mike Trout might be DHing today. Here's Pena. Lineup card turns over. Andujar on first. Pena on the line to third base. That's going to be 2. Even the super speedy Pena couldn't beat out the double play. As Sale's able to get a grounder, and he'll bring up 9-1-2 base ground. Still nothing. Just 2 hits for each side as we enter the top of the 4th. That's about what you'd expect with these 2 aces dueling. Sale in his Angel debut. Altuve, just 5 hits over 2,500. His 17th season. Fouls this one away. You're looking at a guy who might get to 3,000. With how long he's on track for us, this guy might just reach 3,000 hits. And Altuve swings the pitch he shouldn't have, pops it a mile in the air. It will be a flyout. Caught by Seth Brown. Here comes Cam Smith as Sale's at 50 pitches. Smith skies this one. Will it stay fair? It will be foul. Smith just laid on it. It's now 1-2. Hits this one high and deep, but it's going to be foul again. Smith rocked that one, took it for a ride, but it's going to be just foul. Good take by Smith. Count runs 2-2. He's one of the best players on our team. A guy who's primed for a possible extension. Great take there by Smith, who's pretty well disciplined. Jams it into right field. It's a slow pop out to Mateo in right. He'll go down. Here comes Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 1. Alvarez swings through the slider, which has gotten a ton of whiffs today for Sale. Alvarez on the ground, base hit into right field. Splits the first and second baseman, and he's into first base safely. As here comes Isaac Paredes. Yordan's on first. Sale working here in the 4th. Paredes pops it up on the infield, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless between Houston and Los Angeles. Brown with just 53 pitches. He'll pitch to the cleanup hitter, Hoppy. Brown. Base is jacked, and he gets out of it. Hunter Brown gets out of a rough inning. Both pitchers have been great today. Here's Jake Myers. Fires on the ground to third base. It's scooped up. And there's going to be out number 1 of the inning. Chris Sale, 4 1/3 scoreless. He's looked very good in his first game in an Angels uniform. And there's another pop-up. Yainer Diaz pops it up, and it's 2 quick outs for Sale. The Astros struggling to get hard contact today, as Sale's slider has really come in clutch. He'd be getting shelled if it weren't for that thing. Whips out a circle change here against Miguel Andujar. And Andujar hits this one. It's going to get down. Base hit for Miguel Andujar, who's 2 for 2 in his Astro debut. Lakers in 5. Andujar now aboard at first base. Here's Pedro Leon. Pedro's 0 for 1. Fouls away the slider. Again, very early. 2 strikes for Pedro. Hits this one well. Into left center field. It's going to get down. Andujar digging for third. Pedro's going to go to second. He'll hold up there. And there will be no throw home. The Astros take a 1-0 lead off of a Pedro Leon RBI double that turns over the lineup card. He torched this baseball. If he hit that thing higher up in the air, it had the power to leave the ballpark. It'll turn over the lineup card for Jeremy Pena, who had a leadoff single. Good take by Pena. Pedro's a threat to steal at second base. He's pretty quick. Pena now drives this one into center field. Sends Lugo back, but he will put it away. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Astros put the first runs of the game on the board. It's now 1-0. 76 pitches for Hunter Brown. We will look to warm Miguel Castro. Oh, God. Okay, Hoppy all go down in order. But a solo home run by Xavier Edwards, who doesn't have much power at all. Leaves the ballpark, and they'll bring up Jose Altuve. Top of the 6th. Altuve takes a strike. It's the sinker. The 9-time All-Star digs in, DHing today. Standing at just 5'6", hits this one. It's a cheap base hit for Altuve. He's aboard to start the inning. And Chris Sale with more trouble possibly brewing here for Houston as the meat of the lineup comes in. It's going to be Cam Smith who digs in. The reigning batting title winner, fouls off one well below the zone. Runner on first. Nobody out. Sale checks the runner. Kicks and fires. It's inside. Full count to Cam Smith. Yordan Alvarez awaits on deck. Smith pokes this one. Another shot towards Mateo. It won't leave the ballpark, and it will be out number 1. Altuve still on first base. Yordan Alvarez is 1 for 2 with a single. Sale and Alvarez, lefty-lefty action. Oh my goodness, what was Alvarez swinging at there? The slider completely fooled him, which is concerning because the veteran should be able to pick up the fact that Sale is throwing it 90% of the time. Every pitch has been a slider. And there's the fastball, rings him up. Alvarez down on strikes again. Sale with his 5th K of the day. He's carving up these Astros, and he'll leave the game. 5 2/3 of 1-run ball. You will take that from the old All-Star. Hunter Brogdon from the right-handed side comes in. And Paredes with the broken bat. Pops it up for the second time. That will conclude things for the Astros here in the 6th. Hunter Brown with 87 pitches. Seth Brown digs in. We'll bring in Hayden Wesneski, actually. Ball 4, take the base. 3. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to warm up Brian King. Brogdon back to work. It'll be Myers who digs in. Swing and a miss. The fastball right down the middle. Myers was way late on it. The righty, Brogdon, pitching to Myers. Good take. It's now full count. 3-2 to Jake Myers. Connor Brogdon pitching to the center fielder. It's this one. It's going to be a base hit. Jake Myers is now aboard with a single. As the Astros with another base runner to start the inning. Here's Yainer Diaz, who's much better against the right side. Runner goes. Diaz rips it, and it's caught by Neto. They're going to double up Jake Myers. That ball was crushed by Diaz, but it was right at the shortstop Neto. Super unfortunate, and even more unfortunate that the leadoff base runner got doubled up trying to steal. Now Andujar's going to ground out. That was a quick 7. After what started out nicely, the Astros go down in order. And Wesneski will be off. With lefties due up, we will throw Brian King into the matchup. Here in the 7th. We get the double play. Castro will warm, as will Gratterall. Here's Pedro, who's got the only RBI of the game for Houston. Tristan Beck comes in. Good take from Pedro. The right-handed pitcher, I'm tempted, and actually, yeah, I'm going to substitute. Even though Pedro doesn't have the best stats against, he doesn't have the best stats against the right side. I want to bring in either Trammell or Springer. I'm going to bring in Springer. George Springer, the 37-year-old veteran, comes in to bat for Houston. Pinch hitting here in the 8th. Springer gives this one a ride. Into center field. Will it go? Yes, it will. George Springer with a pinch hit home run. He gets even closer to 300. He's now just 6 away on his career. And the veteran who came back to Houston for a short stint, tore his ACL, thought about retirement, and we offered him a 1-year deal. Now he's back, and he's doing things like that. Springer rocks it into center field, gives us the lead. I'm looking like a genius right now. Here comes Pena to turn over the card. Takes ball 2. 2-1 to Pena. Tristan Beck pitching to Jeremy, who has more pressure to have a good season than anybody on the team this year, given that he is going into a contract year. 3-1 to Pena. Fouls this one. Oh, no. Will it be fair? No, it's foul. Pena. 3-2 is the count. Beck delivers. Pena hits it. Caught by the second baseman. Xavier Edwards was there to make the play. Here's Altuve, who's 1 for 3. Pena's going to end the day. I don't want to say end the day, but he's 1 for 4 right now. Altuve fouls off the curveball way below the zone. Fouls off the sweeper, also significantly below the zone. Our swing. You can tell Altuve's trying to make this an even bigger lead. Good take there. The sweeper misses. It's 2-2. Beck battling. Altuve with a no-doubter. And it is way, way out of here. 385 to right field, and the Astros now take a 2-point lead. How about the old guys? Springer and Altuve with home runs in the 8th inning. They've got a combined age in the 70s. And they're doing big things for us. 2 guys who were members of the team that won a World Series a decade ago in 2017. And now they're back together in Houston in the same lineup after the Springer contract. We are up 3-1. Here's Cam Smith, who was without a hit today. Almost had one there. Just hit it foul. Like I said, Smith won the batting title last year in just his 2nd season. He's one of the brightest young stars of this league already. Hits this one over to short. He'll be 0 for 4 today. Unless he beats it out. And he's out. 2 away now for Alvarez. The big bopper of our lineups, 1 for 3. Up against the righty Hans Kraus. Alvarez fouls it away. Gives this one a ride. Into right center. And it's going to be caught. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Astros lead 3-1. And let's move George Springer to first. Miguel Andujar goes to third.
And leading off for the
We're going to toss Brusdar Graterol in the game. So Graterol enters things, making his Astro debut. Trying to get his first hold of the year, and he'll do just that.
Now pitching for the Angels.
3 outs,
Number
all in a row.
49.
1, 2, 3
Victor
for Graterol.
Gonzalez.
Victor Gonzalez coming in to pitch for Los Angeles. And Paredes tried to check his swing, but he ended up falling forward for it. We'll go to the bullpen, warm up Josh Hader. Castro will be the other option. Paredes, 0 for 3 today. Batting against a lefty. Fouls it away very late. It's now 1-2. Paredes hits this one into right field. It will be foul. Barely foul, almost extra bases for Isak.
Ball.
Now it's 2-2. The slider misses the zone. Gonzalez battling as he will deliver yet another pitch to Paredes. It's this one up the middle. Isak Paredes with a base hit. He's got his first of the season. He's aboard with nobody out for Jake Myers. Myers is 1 for 3 today. He'll try and avoid the double play grounder. Myers, another one up the middle. The Astros playing textbook fundamental baseball. Just hitting it on the ground and hitting it straight where the other guys aren't. It's that simple. And they're finally putting barrel to baseball. Here's Yainer with 2 runners on and nobody out. He's 0 for 3 today. And he hits this one. It's going to get down. And 1 runner's out. Runner at third is safe. So they get the fielder's choice. That was almost scary as the very poor defender Xavier Edwards bobbled it. Runners on first and third now for Miguel Andujar, who's 2 for 3 in his Astro debut. Andujar takes that one. It's 2-1 from Victor Gonzalez, who's having some trouble here in the 9th. Andujar hits this one into right field. Mateo makes the grab. Runner tagging, and he will be safe. Hoppe lost the baseball, and the runner's going to tag, brings up George Springer. Springer had the bomb back in the 8th, and now he's up against the lefty, where his stats are much more poor. I believe in him. Springer fouls off the slider. 1-2. You see the PCI is very small because he's got awful stats against a lefty. Takes that one way inside. 2-2 for Springer. I wouldn't mind a walk here. Good take. Count runs full. You do not want to turn over the lineup card to Pena if you're Victor Gonzalez right now. PCI is going to be so small if he gives me something outside. There's ball 4. Springer reaches base. And it's now 2 aboard for Jeremy Pena, who had the first hit of the game. And now he's got a big-time situation. Runners going on the pitch, and it's a base hit. Pena digging for second. He's safe. A double for Pena. Very ballsy of him to stretch it. And now the Astros are up 5-1. Ben Joyce comes in to pitch, and it's the veteran Altuve, who's 2 for 4 with the homer. And Altuve again. It's going to be a multi-home run game for Jose. This one is even more of a no-doubter. Good God, he hit that baseball 457 feet. Ben Joyce gets rocked for a 3-run bomb. Only one of those runs will be charged against Ben Joyce. The other 2 were Victor Gonzalez's runner. But all of a sudden, it's 8-1. This game was 1-1 not that long ago. Cam Smith digs in. He's 0 for 4, just trying to get his first tally up, his first hit of the season here in game number 1. Smith fouls it away. 1-0-1 from Joyce. Like I said, Joyce, he can bring the heat. He just gets shelled sometimes, as you saw with the Altuve bomb. It's 3-2 now. Another issue with Joyce is the control. He could be one of the best closers in baseball if he was able to handle some of his flaws. That's going to be a base hit. Cam Smith is now aboard, extending this 9th inning rally for Houston.
Up next for the Astros.
And Yordan Alvarez digs in now. He's 1 for 4. Smith on first. Alvarez shoots this one foul. 102 miles an hour from Ben Joyce. You can tell he wants this. He wants to get out of this inning and give his team a chance to do something miraculous in the bottom of the 9th. 2-2 to Alvarez. Joyce kicks and fires. It's fouled off. The sinker goes back. Alvarez fouls off the fastball. He guessed wrong, but he still got a piece of it. 2-2. Joyce throws a ball. It's now 3-2. Count runs full again. 17 pitches for Joyce. Not sure how much longer he'll go. Alvarez hits this one. Caught. Seth Brown makes a great play out in left field, but an amazing inning for Houston. Gratterall will continue to pitch. He'll go to Joe Adele. Then Matthew Lugo, who gets a single. They'll bring up Jorge Mateo. We'll go to the bullpen. Sit down Josh Hader. We'll put the new Astro, not a new Astro. He's been on the team for both seasons. Miguel Castro comes in the game. Strikeout. Line out. Astros win 8-1. They blow it open in the 8th and 9th off of Jose Altuve and George Springer. The old guys who we were contemplating keeping on the team. And my goodness, they settled the silences, as especially Altuve. 3 for 5 with 2 home runs. The Springer home run pinch hit was clutch, and then the walk was good. But the spotlight has got to be Jose Altuve. He won us that game off that second home run, really giving us the momentum, and we will just keep simming along. Blanco's out for 1 to 2 weeks. He's going to go on the IL. We'll call up the starting pitcher. And I think it's going to be Spencer Arrighetti who comes up. I'm going to call JP. JP France is going to come up to the big league roster. He'll join the rotation. Do something like this. You see Carl, Castro, Herrera have all played, Gratterall, King. King got shelled. And Hader. Sandy, you did great. 7 1/3 for Sandy Alcantara. My goodness. He's such an innings eater. 91 stamina. Javier had a nice outing. Bieber has done well so far. And then so has Hunter Brown. We'll continue on through the season. See if there's any more injuries. Donovan Ann is still out for forever, which sucks. Blanco is back. We'll have to take a look at we'll have to decide between who's staying up, France or Wesneski. And I think both have done well. Wesneski, 13 1/3, 338, and then France, 2 starts. He's been amazing for us. What about, Souza's going down. I think Lou Trevino. Blue is going to come up. We'll send Hayden Wesneski down to triple. Pitching rotation. Oh, Sandy got rocked. Blanco's back. Talk about Blanco. We forget that he went almost 8 innings of scoreless baseball before he got hurt. France is the long reliever. The rest of the bullpen looks like this. We're 12-4 right now. Still somehow not first in the division. On a little bit of a cold streak right now. Altuve's out for 1 to 2 months. That is not ideal. We'll call up somebody from triple. Not Brian Lavastida. Davison de los Santos has been bad. Casey's been bad. Cesar Prito's been kind of good. Cluff's been bad. Nazim Nunez has been okay. What am I looking at? 6 at-bats, 4 hits for Nazim Nunez. Okay. Vaughn Grissom, bad. Melton, awful. Hayashi, awful. Pache has been fine. Serenny's been bad. And Ann is out for the year, basically. Okay, I guess we'll call up Christian Pache. He's a defensive wizard. And then we'll throw Andujar, 506 OPS. Yeesh. Or Langoliers. I think we'll throw Langoliers in as the DH against righties. How have we been doing? Springer? Oh my god. Oh my god, this just makes me happy. Look at this. Look at this. 353 average, 1117 OPS, 4 home runs in 14 games. Pena's killing it. Smith is struggling, but not awful. Alvarez is great. Paredes has been great. Trammell has been bad. Yainer's been bad. Jake has been bad. Langoliers hasn't really played. Nazim hasn't played. Andujar has been bad. Pedro's been bad. Now Tuve's been okay. Opening day really carries stats. Big time. Yeah, and then I guess that's who replaces him against the lefties? Pache, right? I think it's Pache. Goes out to play center. No, Myers can't play anything else. So yeah, Pache plays left. The lineup becomes something like this against lefties. Keep on rolling. Chase Jaworski is out for forever. That's not good. He's a young star at AAA that I wanted to get some more reps. A lot of minor league injuries. Caleb Ort is hurt. Cam Smith, 1 to 2 weeks. That's not good. And we'll have to call up another batter. Not going to be Davison de los Santos because he's been so bad. Yeah, Casey Schmidt, I think, is the obvious call here. Casey Schmidt's going to come up to the big leagues. Against righties, I think Andujar is the play. He plays third. Lineup does this. Langoliers has been well. Has Trammell's? Yeah, Trammell's been better. He just hits for power. That's his thing. That's what he does. Yeah, here we'll go against lefties. I want Schmidt. Schmidt will play second, Paredes at third, Pedro in right. Dang, Pache is just killing it. He's putting bats the ball so well. I think we will actually hit Schmidt second in the lineup against lefties, just because. Rotation, Brown's been good, Bieber's been good, Javier's been great, Sandy's been bad, Blanco's been bad. France has been good, Castro's been good, Trevino's been good, Carl's been okay, Ferrer's been awful, Gratterall's been bad, King's been bad, and Hader's been fine. Keep on rolling through the season. We win. We win. Trammell is out for a little while. I have to call up another player. Isidale Santos. Cesar Prieto has been very good down there, and I want to reward him, but not just yet. I don't think. I don't know, because there's nobody else we can really call. Hayashi has been bad. I think we might just free agent it. Yeah, maybe not somebody this good. Who just got hurt? Trammell did. Maybe like a Yandy? He wants 4.9 million. Yeesh. Man, I could do Dustin Cruz for just $60K a year. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna make him a first baseman though, because my God, he can't frickin' play defense to save his life. Yeah, we got Dustin Cruz. He will replace Trammell. Actually, I mean, he's horrible defensively. I think, yeah, Pedro will go in the lineup against righties. I know he's been awful. Andujar's been awful. I mean, we've had some guys that have been really good and some guys that have been really bad. Dang, Springer is still absolutely killing it. This is so happy to see. I'm going to bump his ratings up again sometime in the season if he continues to just kill it. Like the top of our lineup. Like these four guys, great. And these other guys, bad. Yeah, alright, this is the roster. Keep on rocking. We keep winning. Cam Smith is back. I think that just means... yeah, not Casey Schmidt. He's got 2 home runs and 12 at-bats. Like, okay. Casey's staying up. Pedro's been so awful. Pache has been good. Ozzie Nunez has been good. Oh my god. Why are all these random guys playing so well? I think Dustin Cruz is going to go on AAA. Cam Smith immediately back on the IL. Dustin Cruz, welcome back to the big leagues. Zach Daniels is hurt. That's minor leaguers. Ooh, Miguel Andujar is hurt. That means we got to call somebody else up. Probably Davison. He's been bad at AAA. So bad. Frito's gotten worse. How's Grissom doing? Not good. Melton has been bad. Hayashi's been bad. Got to go back into free agency then. Maybe Leody Taveras? Maybe, but we already have a good, defensive center fielder. Tyler Soderstrom's interesting. Bring in Tyler Soderstrom. God, he is a 66 overall. Welcome to the squad. I think he plays against righties. Never mind, he doesn't. Who plays against righties? Dustin Cruz, right? Same situation, though. So I think Cruz plays. He'll go third. Or no, second. Cruz plays second, Paredes at third. He'll hit ninth. And then here against lefties, I guess Cruz playing as well. He'll be the first baseman. Batting ninth in the order. Just for a moment until Trammell gets back. Then we send Tyler Soderstrom down to AAA. Yep, we'll do this. Got Trammell higher in the lineup. And then, we don't want Trammell here. I want Shea. That's the group. That's the group of guys we're going to be rolling with. And Smith has returned. That's good. Now who goes down? Langoliers has been not great. Oh, did that say Yainer's been good or bad? He's been insane bad, Yainer. Cruz, I think, is probably the call down. Or the send down, that is. Schmidt has been too good. Nunez has not played much, but he's been too good. Oh, Trammell's been so bad. Shea has been good. Smith's been bad. I think we send Dustin Cruz going back down to AAA. Can Schmidt play first? No, but Paredes can. Do that. Paredes at first, Pedro at third. And we'll hit Smith higher in the lineup. Smith's getting better. Wright is still good. Pena is solid. And then Springer, of course, has also been great for us. Yeah, 298 home runs for Springer on his career. He's very close to that 300 mark. This is going to be the group right here. Take a check in on the pitching. Brown has been a Cy Young level guy. He's been amazing, striking out a ton of guys, not walking as many. Good FIP, great ERA. Love what he's doing. Shane Bieber's been decent, not amazing, but decent. Javier's been amazing. Sandy's been awful. Blanco hasn't been great, and then France has been mid. Castro's been bad. Trevino's been bad. Edwards has been bad. Ferrer's been bad. Gratterall's bad. Man, the whole bullpen except Hader is bad. The bullpen sucks. So that's our cue to bring Bennett Sousa back. Yeah, I think this is my cue to send Lou Trevino off the roster. Put Sousa in the middle of the pen. And yeah, Aaron Getty. Aaron Getty's been so good at triple. Call him up. It's not something France is doing wrong. It's something Aaron Getty's doing right down there. Miguel Andujar is back. Now we send somebody down. Make sure Aaron Getty's the long reliever, which he is. Andujar is back. Leon comes out of the lineup. Yep. Langoliers is here. Anyways, Andujar will bat 8. This is the lineup against righties. Against lefties, he's here. I guess Pedro just doesn't play there either. And yeah, I'm going to punish him for being so bad. Never mind, Pache has been kind of bad. This will be the lineup against lefties. Oh, shoot. But I'm going to send somebody. Maybe Pache? Does Pache come down? Schmidt's been good. Nunez is still good. Yeah, I'm going to send Christian Pache back down to AAA. So then this becomes Pedro. Pedro in left. Yes, Pedro out in left field. Jordan DHing Altuve, hopefully coming back soon. Javier. No, not the 60-day. Shoot. All right, well, he's going to be gone for a while. Okay, I hate to do it because I'm paying him a decent bit, but like Andujar might just have to go down. Maybe Pedro. Pedro's gonna go down, man. I'm sorry. Cannot have him on this roster right now. Altuve's back. It's great to see. Langoliers comes out now. And I think this is going to be a... Oh, no. Yeah, this is going to be about the squad. I'm going to change the batting order a bit. Altuve hits 6th. So now to 7th. Yainer 8th. Yeah, this is the healthy team. This is the healthy team we were looking for all along. Altuve should be DHing. On left, Casey Schmidt at 2nd. This is the lineup. One to 2 months for Javier. That's rough. He's been very good. I think France comes back. He's a guy who can step up in a big way. Arrighetti has stepped up in a big way already. With, yeah, Bieber has been bad now, so now all 3 of these guys haven't been great. Brown's been amazing, though. Castro, Edwards, Sousa, everyone in the bullpen's been awful, except Hader, who's been amazing. Hader is single-handedly keeping us good right now. Relief pitching in the minors. I mean, you have Hort, who I'd bring up, but he is out for a significant amount of time. Huascar Brasoban, I'm not sold on yet. Chapman's getting rocked down there. 1 walks per 9. Good God. Good God. Andujar out 1 to 2 months. We'll fix our lineups by calling Pedro back. Didn't even play a game down at triple. Yeah, he'll slot in like so. Third base. Come on. Come on. Blanco is hurt. Ball from the pitcher. Walter, I think. Yeah, Walter's the obvious pick here. You know, kind of want to call... Actually, I think I'm going to call Wisniewski's coming back. I'd love to do Walter, but Wisniewski's going to be the guy. Actually, I'll call up Walter and send down France. Why don't they both come up? France going to AAA. He's had an ERA around 5 all 3 of these seasons. Just hasn't been particularly good for us. Even though he's been just a little unlucky this year. Walter's going to come up, make his first game. He did make the playoff roster last year. He's only played 6 games overall this whole save. And he's been okay. 10 runs in like 20 innings. But he'll be the long reliever. Wisniewski will be the 5-man. Again, another guy who's been awful, but he will start a game for us 3rd year in a row. Hader gave up a run. He's human. Actually, he gave up 4. Andujar still hurt. Minnesota has claimed Bennett Sousa. It's fine. Myers pulled his groin. So we'll call... Davison De Los Santos is playing better right now. Springer did get home run number 300. I'm going to bump him up once we get to the All-Star break again. Schmidt, Altuve's been bad. Nunez has been bad. Pena's been okay. Grissom is Grissom. Alvarez has been solid. Trammell has been very good. He hits for power. That's Taylor Trammell. He hits for power. He walks a lot. What he did in a 46-game sample or 48-game sample last year, that's what he's doing in a 46-game sample this year. 90-something games over the past 2 years, 3 WAR, OPS nearing 900, and 23 bombs for Trammell. Myers is hurt, so I think the call-up is Pache. Pache is the obvious call. Maybe Vaughn Grissom? Yeah, actually, I'm going to give Vaughn Grissom a shot to run with the big league roster. Just because he's more of an effective guy against righties. Langoliers can't come in because he can't play anything else. Like I don't think there's a possible way we fit him in the lineup playing a position he can play. And Pedro is so horrible. I legitimately don't want to put him in, but I have to. He'll be in center, or he'll be in right. Trammell will play center. Here against lefties, I'll just plug Vaughn Grissom in at somewhere. Second base, Schmidt will play third. Actually, I'm gonna make Vaughn Grissom able to play all the infield positions. That way we can put him at first. So Pedro out in center is fine. Then the lineup will look something like this. Pena, Paredes, Smith, Alvarez, Altuve, Schmidt, Diaz, Leon, Grissom. And then against righties, it's Springer, Pena, Smith, Alvarez, Paredes, Altuve, Trammell, Diaz, and Pedro. Pitching is Brown, Bieber, Sandy. Arrigetti's still been great. Wisniewski's been okay. They're going to make a switch to the bullpen. Have Walter start his first career game. Let him just get that experience. Where are my... Oh, I need more pitchers in the minors. Ferrer's going to come up. Edwards is here. Yeah, I need more pitchers in the minor leagues. So, Kyle Finnegan return, possibly? We bring him home. 2024 All-Star. Great for us in 25. 3.1 mil. Why not? Bring him in. Bring back Paul Sewald, possibly. Patrick Sandoval wants too much money. Maybe bring back Yimi Garcia. He's a former Astro, 2021. He played with Houston. Yeah, we'll bring... would I rather have Yimi or Paul? I'm going to go Paul. Bring in both Paul Sewald and... who else did I bring in? Kyle Finnegan. They both joined the team here in early July, I think. It is. Ferrer has been so bad, and I know he was great last year, but I'm tempted to send him down. Oh, so tempted. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Ferrer going down to AAA, I'm sorry. You can't run with the ones if you're going to have a 5 ERA. You just can't do that. Sewald and Finnegan joined the team. King has been horrible, dude. King has been dreadfully bad. We need healthy pitchers now. 46 and 37 right now. Pena has a pulled leg muscle. He's out for a little while. They're bringing up somebody else. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Pache or Davison de los Santos. Milton? No. Pache? Yep, Christian Pache is coming back up to the bigs. He was mid in his last stint. Vaughn Grissom has been 1 for 4. Against righties, who's going to play? Langoliers, maybe? Hold up. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Langoliers. I really have this happening. No, I can't. Niner can play first, right? Okay. Here's what's going to happen. Langoliers a catcher. Niner at first. Springer in right. Pedro at short. Yeah. And the lineup looks something like this. Here against lefties, I'm just going to throw Pache in the lineup and assume things will be okay. Put him in center, Pedro at short. Grissom is still at first, which is fine because he's a bad defender. We'll line up. We'll hit Altuve lead off. Boom. Hopefully that will not have to be the case for too long. Wisniewski's getting rocked now. Walter did not play well. So put Wisniewski down in triple. Bring France back. So then France will come back up. And we're going to try and get the All-Star break in this episode, which is probably going to be about 3 to 5 more minutes. Jake Myers is back. That's crazy. All right, what happens now? What now? So we have one. So the bullpen, Seawald is down in the minors. Wow. Bring him back up. Okay, so I think I'm going to send Castro down. He's been horrible. Yeah, I guess move Castro down to AAA. Hader's here. He's going to be an all-star. He's been great. And then who goes down as these guys? Dustin Cruz is regressing at 22 years old. What is going on? Schmidt is staying up. Altuve is staying up. Andujar has been horrible. Paredes has been good. Oh man, he's been so bad. I wish he played better. Ozzy's going to stay up. Grissom's going to stay, I think. Alvarez, Trammell. I think Pache is going to go down. Go down to AAA. Against righties, Langoliers comes out. Or no, Pedro comes out. That will do the thing. No. Yeah. We'll do Trammell right. first. And then Pedro at short, even though he's been dreadful. But great defensively. I've played him at a ton of positions, and these past 2 years he's been amazing defensively. That's something he was awful at year one, was defense, and since then he's gotten better. I'll give him a pat on the back there. But yeah, we'll do Springer, Paredes, Smith, Alvarez, Altuve, fifth. He was getting hit by regression. Can't play defense. But he's still an okay player. And he has played 9 innings of defense. Congrats to him on that. Alvarez is back. Smith is killing it again. Hitting for more power than he ever has. Still OPS of over 900. WAR is good. Smith is so good. I love Smith. Paredes is having a career year still. Springer has been turning back the clock to like 2022. Springer. 305 career bombs for him. Yeah, okay. This is fine. Blanco is also back. Forgot about Blanco being back. So Walter's going to go down. Ferrer is coming back up. For now. Yeah, I can't believe he has a 2 whip. He's just getting hit around so badly. France is still a long reliever. He's been horrible. Arrighetti, however, has been amazing. 6 starts, 8 games, 41 innings, 2.5 ERA. Hello, Fipp loves him too. He's having literally a career season. These first 2 years, he was just very mid. Now he's been great. We're going to go to the All-Star break. Blanco's back. Peña's back. We look at the lineups. Pedro goes out here. Vaughn Grissom's getting sent down, so I'll put Pedro back in here. Yeah, so you got Altuve, Paredes. No, it'll be Peña, Paredes, Smith, Alvarez, Altuve, Schmidt, Diaz, Lee. Altuve, Myers, Schmidt, Diaz, Leon. Against righties. Yeah, against righties, it's Springer, Paredes, Smith, Alvarez, Peña, Altuve, Trammell, Langoliers, Trammell, Diaz, and Myers. And we'll try and get to that All-Star game. Wow. No. Please tell me they sent down Vaughn Grissom. Oh boy, who did they send down? One, two, three, four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we need to call up a pitcher. That's right. Castro's coming back to the big leagues. Sandy is out. I just simulated the draft. So yeah, what does the team look like right now? Call up Wisniewski. has the team. Need a starter. Need a starter really bad. Also, Carlos Correa possibly back to Houston. Possibly. And Jesus Sanchez. Per some pretty reliable sources, Carlos Correa is coming back to Houston in real life. If that is true, then we're going to party like crazy. But anyways, what do we look for at the deadline? Reliever, I think, is a very obvious need for us. But we're going to do that in the next episode. We're in the All-Star game, and I think we're just going to look at the All-Star players, and then that's going to be it. So, AL All-Stars. Hunter Brown makes his first. Bailey Ober makes his first. He's a contract guy who, if the Twins are bad, he's going to be gone at the deadline. George Kirby makes his third back-to-back years for Kirby. Chris Bubich, new team. Second All-Star season, started it back in 2025. Hunter Brown will be the starter this year. And how about Matt Manning? He's always good in this game. It is literally a meme at this point how every MLB The Show, Matt Manning is a beast. This is now 2 years. He's been great this year. Good for him. National League, Burns. Oh my Burns. 1.64 ERA. He's so back. After 2 straight very meh at best years with Arizona, he is so back. Blake Snell, also back. 2 straight meh years with Los Angeles. He is back in a big way, making his first All-Star game in 9 seasons. The 2-time Cy Young is. Hunter Green makes his 4th straight. He's been good. Yoshinobu Yamamoto makes his 2nd. Forgot that he won the Cy Young in 2025 for 24 wins. Good God. He's got 11 already this year. Andrew Abbott is here for the first time. Had a great year last year. This year he gets named an All-Star. Then, of course, Ohtani. Not a great pitcher, but obviously, you know, as a hitter, he is insane. OPS over 1,000 for 5 straight years now. Relievers, Robert Stevenson from Toronto makes it. Congrats to him. Brandon Williamson, the long reliever from the Reds. I think he could be a starter. I think he is a starter-worthy player after back-to-back very nice season. All-star appearances. Back-to-back for Williamson out of the long reliever position. National League, it's Scott, who's been amazing. Bender, he makes his 2nd. Bednar makes his 4th. 22, 23, 25, 27. Williams with the Cardinals didn't make one with the Rays or Yankees, so makes his 3rd. Jeremiah Estrada is here. Very good. Estrada is here after a great year so far. And then how about Brian Abreu making his first All-Star game after getting paid on just a 1-year deal by the Braves? American League, Tyler Holton. He's been so good all 3 years. Reliever of the year in 2025. Even better as a setup for Matt Strahm last year. This year, he's back as a closer, and he's just a god. Jeff Hoffman is back in a big way. He's made his his 2nd All-Star game. Mason Miller's doing Mason Miller things. Josh Hader with his first All-Star game of the series. Johan Duran. Again, if the Twins are bad right now, they're selling this guy at the deadline. They sold him in real life. And 2025 is 2027. They still got him. Lucas Erceg is here in a big way with his first All-Star game appearance. Now for the position players. Catcher starting in the American League for the third straight year is Cal Raleigh. Then Austin Wells. Wells with his first career All-Star appearance. He's been great, just 2 home runs shy of a career high, or 3 that is. 3 shy of a career high. Lakers in 5. O'Hoppe makes his second straight All-Star appearance. He's been great defensively. And then you got the National League, Ivan Herrera. Silver Slugger last year makes his first All-Star game. He is such a good hitting catcher. He's not too bad defensively either. So that's 3 straight years in an OPS over 830, batting average over 300 for him. 3 straight of those for him. 4th straight batting average over 300. He's just a beast. Hunter Goodman makes his 3rd straight All-Star game, even though he's a bum. He's so mid. It's just that the Rockies are awful that Hunter Goodman has made 3 straight All-Star games. Has never played over 100 games in his career. Never hit over 229. Career high OPS is 734. Never had a WAR. Okay, actually he's been good defensively. So WAR 1.4 this year. But still, oh my God. Hunter Goodman's 3 straight All-Stars. Jose Trevino is here, making his 2nd because of his defense. He's great defensively. The American League, like I said, it's those 3. First base, Jonathan Aranda. Oh my God, 351 average, 1038 OPS. Hello. He's made 3 straight All-Star games. Kyle Manzardo. Not sure why he's here. Negative 1.1 WAR. Just going to ignore that. Pete Alonso is great off of his new contract. Matt Olson is great off of his same contract, his first All-Star appearance in the save. Alonso has made 6 in a row now. Zach Geloff makes 1. Made it in 25, deserved it in 26 because he was amazing. And then now this year he's been great again. Geloff has turned into a beast. 5.5 WAR last year, already nearing 4. Brendan Rodgers, former Astro here for the Royals. He was a last-minute trade piece from the Pirates to the Royals this offseason, and he's been good with Kansas City. Very serviceable, great defensively. After a negative WAR season a year ago, he's an all-star. Bryce Terang is an all-star for the 3rd time in a row, actually. 3 straight years for Terang, mainly because of his defense and speed. Never been a great hitter, but he's elite defensively and great with the glove, or with the wheels. San Francisco's Jonathan India is here. He's okay, not great. Rafael Devers is here again. This is now 4 years in a row for big scoops, 953 OPS. He's so good. And he's playing defense? Ew. Isaac Paredes is here. He's doing his thing. Not as elite, not as great defensively. He's coming back down to earth. He's just the mid guy that he is. Playing a lot of positions, though. First base, second base, third base. And having a career year with the bat. 24 homers on pace for a career high. 58 RBIs, 910 OPS, all on pace for career marks. Jose Ramirez is just the same consistent Jose Ramirez. He was the MVP 2 years ago. Last year was just as good, just put up the same season. 7.6 WAR. He was even better, actually. And this year he's great again. This guy is a shoe-in for the Hall of Fame at this point. Almost 2,000 hits, 350 home runs. And then Josh Young. 810 OPS. He's having a career season here in a big time on nearing contract year, boosting some stock. How about Josh Young? The National League is C.J. Abrams from Chicago again. 3rd All-Star game appearance for Abrams. It's a career year for him. 22 steals, 18 bombs, hitting for good average, playing awful defense, but who cares? Alec Boehm is here from the Dodgers. He made it in 2024. He's here again here in 27. He's been great with the Dodgers. Good defensively over at third base. That's something we don't see from him very much. Novi Marte is here. He's been great. After a nice showing last year with Cincy, he's improved on that with that World Series ring, and now he's an all-star over at third base. How about Novi? Actually, DHing. He's a DH. Weston Wilson is here. Unlikely hero for the Phillies. 824 OPS. Very much deserving. He's awful defensively, but having a nice year. Ellie De La Cruz. Oops. Makes another one. It's his fourth in a row, actually. 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. He's coming down to earth, not hitting for near as good average as he once was at 8, but he's still only 25 years old. Still putting up crazy WAR because of his speed and power. But yeah, you also got Trey Turner here, who probably should have started over him. Definitely should have started the game over him. Yeah. Either way, Turner makes another one. He's got 5 now. Former batting title guy, 879 OPS. He's having a nice year. Gunnar Henderson is back, the reigning not MVP. Just Silver Slugger last year. He was great though, my God. And this year he's picked right back up. 3.4 WAR, 996 OPS. Colson Montgomery is here. For the same reason year 1. Not sure why. The White Sox player. He's bad. Outfielders, James Wood for Washington. Yeah, this is his first. Weirdly, didn't make it in 2025. Being on the Nationals, you'd think he'd be a shoe-in. If you're a good player on that bad of a team, you should just be in every year. No, that's his first. Nathan Lukes from Arizona. Very interesting. Quite literally got cut. The Blue Jays chose not to bring him back. They didn't renew his contract for 2027 after a solid 2026. Just not worth it being a 32-year-old. But now look at him. 910 OPS, 318 average. 28 doubles in just 77 games. He's an all-star. Jackson Chourio is an all-star. He's doing his thing. 3.3 WAR, first-time all-star for him. And then Fernando is back. He's a beast, starting in right field with Tucker and Ronald here as well. For the American League, it's Riley Green. He's the MVP so far for the AL, I believe. 6.2 WAR. Jordan's been killing it. He is a beast. Randy for Oakland. That Oakland outfield is so good. Stephen Kwan is here. He's been okay. Very mid-year for Kwan. You got Julio out in center. He's having a very nice year. Career year for Julio. Finally, after some 3 straight just years where he wasn't bad offensively, he was above average. He just left a lot to be desired. He's elite defensively, though, and back to being great with the bat. Brent Rooker makes his 3rd straight, 4th out of the last 5. And not really sure why he keeps making the All-Star game. He's just very mid as a DH. But Butler is here, too. Butler's made 3 in a row now. And, again, not quite sure why these A's outfield guys keep sneaking into the All-Star game. Even though Butler was good, yeah, he's been worse than the past 2 years for sure. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of the Houston Astros long-term sim. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.